A lot of times I see like a contractor or a home service business, a local business trying to rank their business profile into the three pack of Google and push their website towards the top of the search results. One of the things they go out there and try to do is start to go out there and look for backlinks and find ways to get backlinks to point to their website because they think that's what's going to push them to the top of those search results. However, I do notice a lot of people completely wasting their time with that part of SEO, looking for backlinks when they should be focused on one thing first, making sure Google understands that you know your stuff in your industry and in your location first. What up there, guys? Izzy here once again with Get Busy LLC, helping contractors, home services, and local businesses to understand SEO, website design, and getting their business to the top of Google, particularly in that three pack of Google's map listings. So, in this video, I want to talk about backlinks and the mistake a lot of people make, especially local businesses that are trying to do their own SEO and trying to figure this whole thing out. They start to go out there and try to figure out a way to get backlinks and backlinks and backlinks to point to their website because they really think that's what's really going to push their business to the top of the three pack of Google. And in a way, they're thinking about it in the wrong way because backlinks are only designed. Now, this is just a theory of mine from building out websites for many, many years now, doing a lot of this SEO for a lot of years now. What I've seen over the years, how I think Google's algorithm actually works in regards to backlinks and pushing a business profile and a website to the top of the search results. What a lot of people think is that you need to go out there and start getting backlinks from, either buy them, places that just offer backlinks, and you start pointing backlinks to your website because they think yes, it's going to push it towards the top. But that's not the way the algorithm actually works. Again, this is just my theory. What I believe Google is looking for is a business, and all this is for local SEO, by the way, just sort of ranking a business to the top of the search results, that three pack of Google. What Google's looking for, from what I've seen over the years, is for a contractor or a home service or a local business to display to its algorithm, its search engine, that you know your shit when it comes to your industry. SEO people call it topical relevance, topical authority, whatever the hell you want to call it. I call it Google wants to know if you know your shit. And there is no other way to explain to Google's algorithm that you know your shit other than with your website that you connect to that Google business profile. That is the only language that Google seems to understand, is crawling websites and how it's the architectural structure of the website. I guess that's the best way for me to explain it, and how you've outlined it, how you've SEO optimized all the pages, the structure, the overall outline of the website is the only way the Google's robots, crawlers, whatever you want to call it, is actually understanding what you're trying to portray to your customers and to the search engine. So the better you are at doing that, there might be a situation where you don't even need backlinks at all. I've built a lot of websites. Granted, there were smaller markets, smaller industries, that I've done nothing else but built out a properly structured website, and the damn things crawl up the search results really, really quick once Google crawls it and sees how the website's organized, how it's outlined, how the silos are structured in the website, and it proves to the search engine that that contractor, that home service, that local business knows their shit, and it pushes it towards the top of that map pack of Google. So I'm going to share with you guys exactly what I mean by how exactly I believe Google's algorithm actually works in regards to the structure of your websites and backlinks, and why you shouldn't worry about the backlinks first. Worry about the structure. I'm going to show you guys why I think Google works the way that it works in regards to backlinks. So let's say I'm a home remodeling contractor in Fresno, California, and here is the outline of my website. I have a very basic website just like this. I got my home page, about page, contact page, and let's say 7 service pages. I built it all out. Looks great. Let's say it's even somewhat SEO optimized. All the pages are properly structured. Everything's done perfectly well. Now I go out there and I start to trying to figure out a way to get backlinks to this website so I could push it to the top of the search results. Well, in the way that I see it now, it's kind of a waste of time because even though this is a really nice website, there's probably websites in that town that have a hell of a lot more pages, a lot more topical relevance, topical authority, pages to display that Google that business owner knows his industry inside and out, It's because you got so much damn information, so many pages showing the algorithm exactly what they do. So what this business owner should be doing instead of wasting his time going out to get the backlinks first is start to build out a page that has more authority, more information, such as this, right? So now it's a home remodeling contractor that provides custom woodwork, trim carpeting, home remodeling additions, room addition, whole home renovations, basement garage conversions, crown molding. You see what I'm saying? All these pages articulate to the Google's search engine that this guy does all of these particular services in this location. And it's the way it's structured is structured in a way where it matches whatever's on his Google business profile. For example, there's categories for home remodeling, kitchen remodeling, decks and porches, bathroom remodeling, and things like that. So then you build out a page for decks and porches that you do wood deck builder, composite decks, deck repairs, maybe railings. And the more pages you build out, the more pages you build out and connect it and structure it perfectly. This is just the language the Google algorithm actually speaks. It's just ultimately it's just damn crawlers and machines, just like ChatGPT. It's all like numbers and math and shit like that. This is all Google's algorithm actually does. It's just reading and crawling websites, and the way you structure it with all the great content and all that stuff, that's what it's actually reading. And once it scrolls through everything and sees how you structured it perfectly, you build out silos, you done it just like it really wants you to build it out. And then you see at that point, Google's algorithms, the crawlers, the machines, starts to look at this website and starts to look at his site and go, wow, this guy looks like he really knows his shit inside out. Look at the way he structured a website. It's really well done. And at that point, Google's going, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and push him towards the top of the search results. I see that this website's connected to that Google business profile, and I'm going to go ahead and push him towards the top because I don't see anybody else in his location even bothering trying to do something like this. And the way it's structured perfectly, my algorithm, my crawlers love it. Now, let's say it's more competitive, and then you really do need to get backlinks for the website. It is at this point that you start to go out there and really look for the backlinks, because the way I see Google working is Google's looking for backlinks to validate that this guy knows his shit. So let me give you an example here. So let's say there's a lot more websites to compete against in that location. So Google's like, okay, this guy looks like he knows his shit. I mean, look at his website. It's inside out, looks great. But there's others in his industry too that basically know their shit too. So the algorithm Google's going to do is I'm going to start to go online and look elsewhere to validate to me, the search engine, that this guy knows his shit. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to scour the internet all over the place and look for links from other websites pointing back to this website. Those are the backlinks, right? So now you have all these websites pointing links to this website and all the pages throughout this guy's website right here. And it's at this point that now not only Google believes that this contractor or home service business owner knows their shit, it looks like they know their shit. All these backlinks from all these pages validates to its algorithm that yes, indeed, this guy does know his shit. So what does Google do? Let's go ahead and place him here. So anybody using my system, my Google Maps system, my Google search engine, I'm going to go ahead and place this business towards the top into this 3-pack of Google, because Google's algorithm, have crawled the website perfectly. I've looked elsewhere online to validate that this guy knows his shit. So now I'm going to push this business to the top of the search results for my users on Google to give them the best experience possible, so they keep coming back and using my algorithm, my Google search engine, for years and years and years to come. And that's exactly how I believe the Google search engine algorithm, the backlinks, the website, everything works in general. And like I said, I have no data, nothing to back this up, but other than years of experience and learning from other SEO people and my own personal experience of building out websites, getting backlinks, all that stuff, I've seen it time and time and time again. And there's very, very often times when this structure alone will do it for a lot of businesses, because again, lucky for you as a contractor or a home service type of business, let's say you're like a deck builder or a concrete contractor or something like that, there ain't nobody, and I mean nobody building out a website like this if you're a deck builder. There's nobody building out a website like this if you're an asphalt paving contractor or a paving contractor. There's nobody building out a website like this if you're a junk removal business in a small town. No way are they even thinking about doing something like this. So it's all about topical authority, topical relevance, and telling Google that you know your shit when it comes to your industry. And it's at that point that you finally still go out there and start looking for backlinks to get point back to your website right there. And at this point, getting some of these backlinks, you can do it pretty quickly and do it pretty cheaply. But I wouldn't even worry about the backlinks until you get this shit dialed down. So there you have it. So instead of going out there and wasting your time, wasting your energy, wasting any money going out there thinking that you need to go get a bunch of backlinks to point to your website to get it pushed into the 3-pack of Google, first try to understand that what Google's algorithm is actually looking for is topical authority, topical relevance, or as I like to put it, Google wants to know if you know your shit in your industry, in your location, wants to see that you know all that stuff based on how many pages you've built out, the way you structured the website, the structured in a way that Google's algorithm reads. That's the language Google reads. And it's only at that point that you go out there and start looking for backlinks to point to your website and to your pages to validate to Google's algorithm that you know your stuff in your location. So if you're a business owner that's kind of looking to do some of this stuff on their own, building out their website, building out pages, understanding more of this SEO stuff, I got training that shows people how to build out their website from scratch, from homepage, about page, contact page, service pages, everything. How to write the content, how to SEO optimize it 100%. Same way I do it for just about every business owner that hires me out to do it for them. You can get my training in the description below. If you're a business owner who's busy, they don't have time for any of this stuff, and wants a website and some actual work that's actually going to push their business into that 3-pack of Google, you could go in the description below as well. You can get pricing on my websites and all my services down below. And when it really comes down to building out a website and doing all this SEO stuff, it just basically just comes to building out pages, properly structuring them out, and pages over time and really telling Google that you know your industry inside and out. As a matter of fact, I made a video where I show people exactly how I start building out service pages for businesses and websites. You can check out that video right here. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. Till next time.